Well, good evening, my friends. Kevin the Comic Doctor coming to you with another live unboxing, CGC unboxing. That's right. It's been about a week, I think, since my last time on here. And, well, I am back. And I have, well, I had 1.5 boxes for you. And then 2 more large boxes arrived today. And you should have seen the condition of one of the boxes. I took pictures. Unbelievable. It was a box that was one of their larger size boxes that actually had magazines in them. And the box was torn apart and had tape holding. Like, what the hell is this? Only one well, it was a magazine that someone's been waiting for a very long time, has to go back to get reslabbed. But I was shocked more books were not damaged. Hey guys, I'm Kevin the Comic Doctor. I'm a comic book presser. I'm also an authorized CGC dealer located way up in Oshawa, Ontario, Canada. And like I said, this is a live CGC unboxing. Welcome to anybody who's joining us for the first time tonight. What I do, I come on here, guys, and I share the books as they come back from CGC, your books as they come back from CGC, a virtual show and tell. And you know what? All of you know about the drama that I endured over the last several months. Well, that drama has finally come to an end. The last book came back today, Mechanical Error book, and look at this. I had to share this with you guys. I just opened it about 45 minutes ago, and my wife said, "You got to show everybody," and so I will. Look at this. Can you see a problem with this slab? Can you see the problem? Now, this is Ray's book, and Ray comes to us from Montreal, or from Quebec. I'm not sure if he's in Montreal or not, but he is in Quebec. And this book came back about a month and a half ago, 9.8. Great grade on that New Mutants 98. It had flaws with the slab, so I sent it back, and this is the last book, I believe, the last book from those mechanical errors that come back. And what the hell do I get? The book is in the slab backwards. Like, come on. What kind of clown show you got going on over there, CGC? Seriously. Obviously, people don't know what they're doing. They don't recognize the fact that this is not the front cover. So obviously, my friends, I don't think we have a lot of comic book enthusiasts working over at CGC currently. What a joke. So, yeah, so guess what I get to do? I get to go back online again, fill in another form, submit this right back to CGC again. Boy, the third time now. The third time. Anyways, I thought you guys would get a kick out of that. I know I certainly did. Listen, guys, if you haven't done so already, consider subscribing to the channel as well. By subscribing to the channel, you can join me in our live chat. You know, there's a lot of people already striking up a conversation. I'd love to talk to you as well, but to do so, you have to hit that subscribe button. If you have any questions about pressing or cleaning or collecting or grading, this is the place to ask it. There's no charge for it. Just come on over and say hi and ask away. All right. Where the heck do I start here? Oh, and by the way, I'll go over to the chat once my stack of books gets really high. You all know the routine. I'm going to put Ray's book aside now. It's so depressing to see it like that. Oh, you also may have noticed the thumbnail. I'll put it on really quick yet again for you. If you're just getting here right now, here's the thumbnail. That's right. I will be at the Toronto Comic Book Show this Sunday from 10 till 4, taking your submissions. For those of you who live, you know, on the west end of Toronto or, you know, the Hamilton area or whatever, a great opportunity to meet me halfway where I'll take your books for you right there at the show. Unfortunately, guys, I cannot bring finished comics to the show. That would be extremely difficult for me. I'm pretty much doing it on my own. And you know what? I get guys ask me all the time to do that. And I used to do it, but it was a nightmare. And I have more books now than I ever did before. So bringing all the books to the show would require me to hire people to help me do that. And of course, things can get broken and things can get stolen. And I'd rather not get into that. So I do apologize. I am not dropping off books at the show. But you can drop off books to me. That's not a problem at all. Okay. You guys came here to see some comics. Well, I've got a hell of a lot of books. I'm going to try to get through... I'm going to try to get through all of these boxes. I'm going to try. We'll see if we can get through them. Okay, so the first box, if you're a Captain America fan, you've come to the right place. we've got 23 vintage Captain America books. Let's see what we've got. Hopefully these slabs are okay. I'm going to check them as I go as well. And we start us off with a Captain America 108. Now, these books belong to Mr. Blue, I believe. If you're out there, how are you? They were in decent shape, and so I anticipate some nice grades on these. Well, that's okay. You know what? I'm going to, one sec, guys. My face is really big on that screen. I want to try to reduce the size of my face. Oh, boy. Oh, no, that's not it. Hold on. I don't want to scare you all away. I don't want to scare newcomers with my profile here. Let me see if I can shrink myself down a little bit. There we go. That's a bit better. Okay. Yeah, that's a bit better. Sorry, guys. I should have done this beforehand, but I thought it was done already. Oh, come on. Right there. And then like, there we go. Okay, that's better. All right, here we go. Captain America 108 and an 8.5. Again, these are all Captain America books, and I do have to check the slabs as we go. The slabs have been looking really good lately, which is nice to report. A 109 Captain America, also in an 8.5. You know, I called CGC today on another matter, and you know what I did, guys? I actually told them that the books have been coming back a-okay. Listen, it's nice, you know, we all complain a lot, but we don't often commend. So I wanted to call them and actually tell them, good job. And then I got home and I got that New Mutants 98. But you know what? It is what it is. All right. We have, that's the way it's going to be. We have a one of those old-fashioned little slab things, but I'm no longer going to send them back for these. It's not bad enough. So we get a 9-0 white pager 109. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. I'm going to try to fix this. Can I fix that screen too? Hold on. I'm going to try to fix that screen, guys. Let me see if I can fix. It's a bit better. Oh, there we go. Come on. I think that looks a bit better. Check that out. So a 9-0 white pager. We're also going to look at a Captain America 106 and a 6.5. Mr. Blue is a big Cap fan, obviously. Wow, look at this one. We got a 107. A 107 in a 9.4. And we've got, we have a 102 and a 6.0. And my stack is high. I'm going to go over to the chat room now. Let's go over to the chat room and see what you guys are all talking about. Got 35 in the room right now. Again, guys, we're just getting here. I'm going through the first box. These are all Silver Age Captain Americas for Mr. Blue. And we have 3 more boxes. Lots of Sports Illustrateds came back today too. So Matt's going to be very happy. I think some of his are here. And a variety of other books as well. So don't go anywhere. Let me go to the chat window and see who is in the house. So Nick Parker was first here. Hey, Doc, and the rest of the Comic Click community. Hope you all are having a good day. I think we are. Warren is here. How you doing? Marty's here too. Sam's in the house. Sam will also be joining me, I believe, as a vendor at the Toronto Comic Book Show this Sunday. Michael's here. Long time no talk, Michael. Captain America 113, Strange Death of Captain America, the last Durango issue of Cap. Mike knows his art history when it comes to comic books. Brian Bowman's here. How you doing, Brian? Good to see you. Robert's here. Hello, Robert. Hello, hello. A Ranger Report Collectors is also in the house. How are you, dude? Comic Rookie's here. How you doing? John Sherwood, hey. James is also here, the Real Hyperion. I am going to put this one aside. It does have a slight crack. I may send it back. We'll see. Who else is here? Sam says CGC claims to have a QA quality department, but it's a joke. Yeah. A question answer, is that what you mean? Because yeah, it's a joke. Backwards. Yeah, it's a 9, an 8.9. Imagine that. CGC stands for can't grade correctly. Yeah, sometimes I have to maybe agree with you on that one. Warren says, my three bronze went back 3 times, waiting to see what happens this time. Listen, I know John Sherwood is here. John's brother, Patrick, I sent back a Secret Wars 8 6 times, or was it 7 times? It came back and it's perfect. Finally, perfect. That book's gone back 6 or 7 times. It all started with a crack, then it missed a wrong label, then another wrong label, then another crack, then a wrong label. Oh my Lord, guys, it was ridiculous. Absolutely. And I wrote in the forum, this book has been returned 6 freaking times. Like, get it right, people. A Ranger 4 collector says, like I said, CGC hired 40 new graders. It's crazy time and grading right now as they learn. Yeah, they should know the front cover of a book versus the back cover of the book. Like, what the hell? Like, that's, to me, guys, that's an absolute clown show. All right, let's keep going, guys. Lots of Cap books to get through. We have a Captain America 101 and a 6.0. Cool Red Skull. Whoop, come on, get over there. Cool Red Skull cover. And we have a nice 8.0 copy of number 105. Nice late 60s Captain America books, guys. If you're just getting here right now, if you've done so already, guys, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button too, so you can also join in the chat. If you are new here, say hi and let me know where you're from. 7.0 for a 103, another cool Red Skull cover. Hell, you know what? Let's have 2 of those. Let's have 2 of those. Why don't we? Yeah, that one's passable. They still seem to have little issues over here. Oops, over here, but this one's not so bad. We've got a Captain America 104, also from 68. I got to really inspect these books, guys. If I don't do that and miss it, we'll be in trouble. That's a 104. Then we got another Steranko cover here, 110. Madam Hydra. Is Madam Hydra played by that chick from Seinfeld? Julie Louis-Dreyfus? Is that who that's supposed to be? 7.0 right there. All right, let's go back to chat while I pack these babies up. Oops. Comic of the Rookie. Let's see if my Black Panther 3 is back. I don't think it is. I don't think it is. I don't know what, it might be. I haven't looked at everything, so it could be. It should be, for crying out loud. Kevin says, or James says, Kevin, zoom out the camera. On what? On the comic book or on me? Oh, Jeff Lawford's here. How you doing, Jeff? Are you getting the comics now, buddy? Jeff Lawford, the guy's my roommate from university. An old chum of mine is here in the house today. Nick Parker's gotta love the Bass Awkward slabs. I think I would keep it as is. You know what? He might want to keep it as is. If he does, it's his. Joey Coco is here. Been a long time. How you doing, Joey Coco? Warren says, what's the cost to get in the show? Parking, never been. I think it's like $10 to get in the show now. It used to be 5. Now it's 10, but it's a much bigger show. And there's parking's free. It's up in... it's not downtown, it's North Toronto, so it's a hotel and the parking is absolutely free, so it's $10 and you have a chance to win some good stuff. There's gonna be hourly prizes and whatever, so come on down. Eric is watching you on my TV. Your face is large and in charge. Holy cow, that might be kind of scary. Maybe I hope that isn't too scary for you. The P-Man, hey everyone, hey Doc, hey P-Man, how are you? Mike says, it's a great show for comics, no guests, lots of dealers, crowds are reasonable. Yeah, look, if you're in the mood to shop, you can certainly shop at the Toronto Comic Book Show. That is for sure. Also, as I mentioned before, the show is being sponsored by eBay. The next few shows are being sponsored by eBay. They want to have a presence there, and I believe there's going to be, eBay swag, Toronto Comic Book Show swag, bags, and God knows what else. But come on by, because but come early if you want that swag. I'm sure it'll be gone pretty quickly. But yeah, and the last show we did was a very large. He doubled the capacity, so he's keeping that format. It's a very large space, lots of comics. Bring your haggle hat along and try to hunt down those books you're looking for. Bad Hombres here, CGC. We got to commend people just for doing their job. What a time. Yeah, good job for doing it wrong. Oh my Lord, I still can't believe they shipped that out. Where's the quality control on that? Was quality control done on this book? Was there quality control with this back asswards book that one of you called it? Give me a break, Very, very frustrating. And like I said, they've been getting back to their old habits of sending books back, in one book. Like, it's just so stupid. One book. They'll send one box half empty one day and then send one book back the next. It's like I had to write them another pretty scathing email saying, if you want me to keep using you guys, man, you know what? I don't want to go to CBCS. I don't think I'm going to go to CBCS, but this company is really giving me a lot more work than I need. I don't need this headache. Like, that's just stupidity. That's just absolute stupidity. That person should be fired for that, right? Captain America 111 and a 5-0, another awesome Steranko cover. We've got a Captain America 116 white pager. That's from 1969 and a 9.4. That's a pretty cool cover. These were a lot of fun to work on. I see the usual suspects when it comes to Captain America books, when it comes to every book for that matter. So we get run books. It's kind of a lot of fun to see them and work on them, because we don't get them all that often. Yeah, and we have a Captain America 118 and a 7.5. And here's the one from our thumbnail. We've got Captain America 113 and a 5.5. We've got a 112. Get over there. We got a 112. Going blind in a 7.5. And we got a first appearance of the Falcon. Not a bad grade at all. 6.5 right there. Okay, the stack is high. I now have to put them back. So let's go back to the chat room. Keep those questions and comments coming in. John says, are you still fast-tracking economy books? I am not fast-tracking economy books currently. I think the fast track only improves it by 10 days. So I just stopped doing that to try to save money for my clients. So right now, the vintage tier, non-fast track is $65. I think the turnaround time is 30. Last I checked was 30 days, and the fast track is 20 days. So to me, 30 days is reasonable. I will not integrate fast track unless it starts getting really unreasonable again. So it's actually cheaper now than it was when I was charging for the fast track. CGC customer service is top notch. Had an issue with the submission and they made it right. No, listen, they always make it right. They've always made it right. They don't, and I've commended them on that. My problem is when the shit hits the fan and things start going south, that means that I have to do a lot more work to fix their problem. Whoa, they're fixing the problem. No, because it's not as simple as just throwing it in the box and shipping it back. When I have 100 different clients at any given time, and I have a box with, say, 5 different client books in it, I have to divide all those books up, pull the ones out that are problematic. It becomes a very arduous process, time-consuming process. I wasn't pressing a lot of books a few weeks ago personally because I was dealing with this. Like, actually, I worked on the books. I sorted the last mechanical orders last night. Took me 4 hours of my night, right? So I know a lot of guys are happy because a lot of guys are picking their books up on Saturday and the following Saturday, and I'm happy to see that. But boy, oh boy. And listen, again, I don't mind there's a problem once in a blue moon. I got a crack slab here, a crack slab. Even once every, once a shipment, if I got a crack slab, it's not bad. But when you're getting like 15 or 20, yeah, that's not good. Like, and I'm not seeing 15 or 20 right now. I just saw the one, and the one wasn't all that bad. So, well, look at this one, guys. 1969, 9.2 Red Skull cover. Beautiful. In a number 115 right there. Keep those 9.0 plus going. We get a 9.2 again. Off white to white, 114. Another classic cover right there. Beautiful. We have an 8.5 copy of 120. Looking all right to me. White pager, 8.5. Number 119 and a 9.0 right there. And the last Captain America book in this batch is a 120. And this one is off white to white and a 7.0. Not bad at all. We also have a couple of nice signed books here. Some Adam Hughes books. These? I think these belong to Phil B, if I remember correctly. And I believe, is it his? Let's see. Yeah, I'm pretty sure these are Phil's. And I believe I pressed these. I'm very happy I did because, boom, look at that. 9.8 white pager with Adam Hughes' signature right there. Well, initials right there. Beautiful book right there. So very happy to see that. And also another one, which I also pressed. And the funny thing is, I think when Phil came to see me about these books, he dropped them off at the last show, I believe. And he was like, no, I don't think they needed press, but they did need it pressed. They had minor defects that needed to be addressed prior to sending in. I'm glad I did press them. Look at that. He got the 9.8. He's going to be very happy with those, I'm sure. Beautifully signed books. Fresh from CGC. Okay, there you go. That's box number 1. I only have 2.5 boxes left. Let's go back to the chat. 39 of you here. Only 23 likes. What's going on? Hit that like button, guys. I want as many people to find this channel as possible. If you guys like and subscribe and share the content, that'll help me out tremendously, please. Okay, let's go back to the chat room. Whoa, lots of jumps there. Jump there. Okay. Rob says, CGC customer. Okay, do that. So, Bad Ombre is opening my last French bottle of wine and enjoying. Well, good. Cheers. Cheers to you. Pat's here. How you doing, Pat? I'm sure you've heard the news. Your Secret Wars 8 has finally come back, and it looks good. It looks good. ERB 1211 says, Kevin, got your message that my comics come back from CGC. Also looking forward to seeing you at the TCBS. Yes, I'm looking forward to seeing all of you. Hey, Kevin, any update on you getting Steranko to make it appear? Well, yeah, that's you know what? That was a real shit show. I did talk to Steranko. We emailed back and forth. Believe it or not, he's a very nice guy. He doesn't get the emails out very quickly. Well, the guy's an old dude now, I guess, but no, there's no progress with that whatsoever. I know Rob wants to bring like featured guests, but that until I'm told what the budget is and concrete dates, I'm not going to put any more time into it. I contacted him. I couldn't give him any concrete information. Before I knew it, he had already signed up to do the Niagara Falls Comic Con. That being said, as a facilitator, CGC offers zero help to facilitators in arranging to have having artists come in, which is seems kind of silly to me. Like, you want me to be a facilitator to arrange these things. I asked CGC, how do I get a hold of people? How do I, it's up to you. Got to figure it out yourself. Oh, that's wonderful. And I've got a couple of leads and all that. We'll see. I don't know. It's not a priority right now. Let's just say that right now. It was something we were looking into, and we may do in the future, but as of right now, not looking good. Michael says, signed, yeah, Julia Louis-Dreyfus is playing Countess Valentina Allegra de Fontaine, who is, I guess, Madame Hydra. Getting into it. Oh, Jeff, good to see you. That's exquisite. That is absolutely exquisite. Jeff knows what I mean. Hey, everyone. Hey, Lord Thoth. How's it going, my Blue Wrench? Good to see you. Don Lockree's here. How you doing? Good to see you. Sam says, TCBS has a lot of raw slabs, art, miscellaneous stuff. Nicholas Parker said, sad to say, CGC is a growing company, and they seem to be struggling on getting quality people to do quality work. Well, listen, you want quality people to do quality work, you're going to pay a quality wage. And that's not, I don't assume they're paying their people like, you know, $200,000 a year. Let's be honest. It's going to be that's going to be a very challenging thing to do. So, do they fix their problems? Yes, we said they fixed their problems. CGC fixes the problems when they do arise. And they're also trying to deal with liars. You know, people will take advantage of their policies sometimes to get ahead. And that's not a good thing either, right? So I'm just going to mark this bag so I know which bag has the slab of the issue. There we go. Yeah, so when I talked to CGC a few weeks ago, that's what they were telling me. They were saying, you know, we're trying to get through your mechanical errors, but we're trying to find ones that are fraudulent, people taking advantage of the system. And that takes time too, right? So people are always going to try to take advantage. All right. Box number 1, get out of here. Shoo. Box number 2 is a small box. Like I said, they were sending some small boxes back. I've got 2 really large boxes plus this. Come here. Plus this tinier one. I believe it's a 1-book order of Moderns. Yeah, Carlo, if your book is here, it's going to be in one of the other boxes. It won't be in this one. Let's see what else you guys are saying. Hey, Kev, when your channel really blows up, you could hire me as your sidekick on the show. That'd be hilarious, eh? Oh, yes. My Paul Schaefer. You can be my Paul Schaefer. Eric Williams, not to hate on people from Florida, but well, if they were in another state, I'd have a bit more faith just based on geography. Nice. Michael says, these are some amazing Captain America books. Congrats to whomever amassed this fine collection. And I think he's got a very thorough collection as well beyond this. Mike Asher is here. Awesome. Problem with CGC is we all covet their grading and have forgotten quality control as they have. Would be nice to see another company provide the service we deserve like CGC provided in the past. Yes, it would be nice, but, you know, people are always, oh, Kevin, you should open a grading service. Yeah. With what time? What time? Oh my Lord, I could barely keep myself afloat now. Keep my sanity the way it is. Okay, oh my Lord. What a nice one to start off with, guys, in this small little box. Check this out. Punisher appearance. Amazing. Spider-Man 201. I'm going to hide this up. Look at this. I'll do this because it's just so much more exciting, isn't it? Hold on. Whoa. I'm bringing it right there. Boom! Look at that. That's amazing. Spider-Man. 9.8 white pager. Beautiful. We've got a 9.2 copy of Hulk 250. We also have a Peter Parker First White Tiger. Number 9. I think we saw this book in the last unboxing too. In a 9.4. Let's keep them 9/8s rolling, my friends, with the Thundercats number 1. Thundercats, oh, 9.8. Look at that. Nothing wrong with little Lion-O. Hey, nothing wrong with that at all. Remember Lion-O there, Jeffy? All right, we've got an X-Men, Days of Future Past, newsstand copy. In a 7.5 white page. This is a 1-person order right here. Okay, my stack, I can probably get one more on there. We got a 9.2 copy, Manhunters from Mars, first appearance of Mongol, 9 point... Did I show this box on the last unboxing? These look familiar to me. I wonder if I showed these already. Did I? I may have showed these. If I showed these already, I apologize. I don't think I did, but these are looking very familiar to me. Maybe I did show them. If I did, well, there's some nice books in here anyways, so I do apologize. Okay, let me put some of these back and make some more room. I'll go over to the chat section. You guys can yell at me if I did show these off already. Nick Parker says, I found a guy online who sells slabs that can be opened and closed, ordered a set of 4, and they are really quite nice. Would you ever look into review them a slabbing alternative? Sure, I would always look at something. I mean, if you were just getting your books graded simply to protect them and to show them off, like to display them, well, why not? I mean, it's much cheaper. Nothing wrong with that. And maybe they even have UV protection. Jeff says, I have yet to see a 10. Does that actually happen? Has it happened to you? Yes, 10s do happen on really modern books. Certain books will get 10. Books like this vintage, it does happen, Jeff, but really rare. Like, for example, this book right here, like this here, I don't know the current value of this book, this Punisher appearance book, but this book right here to 9.8, the way it sits, okay, I'm going to guess here. I don't know what it's worth, but I'm going to guess this book is probably $800, maybe $1,000. I could be wrong. If this book jumped to a 9.9, that book could probably be worth a few $1,000s. If this book was in a 10, it'd be thousands, and yeah, it'd be a lot of money because there's probably not many out there. There may only be one. But yeah, as soon as you give a book a 9.9 or even a 10 in this vintage, I'm talking, 1970s, 80s, even early 90s could get, some good return on that. But yeah, they don't hand out those grades very easily. Very often, unless of course it's a new book. Like they did this book, this magazine DC did a few years ago called Batman Damned. And it was like a magazine-sized book, and I was seeing those in 10s left, right, and center. They're giving out 10s like crazy. So the value of those 10s just plummeted, right? So, all right. What else we have here? We got some nice... I think we did see these ones already. First appearance of Spot, 9.6. I'm going to go really quick because I do think we saw these already. We have a 9.8 copy of Superman, Death of Superman number 75. 9.8 copy of Secret Wars number 10. Now, Jeff, that being said, 9.8s are kind of what everyone wants. 9.8, look, everybody wants a 9.9 or a 10, don't get me wrong. But 9.8 is pretty much the goal. If you can get a 9.8 on pretty much any book, that's like that's a great book, and that's a great grade, for your book. Like if this book was a 9.2, would be worth very much. And a 9.8, you're pretty much getting top dollar for this book. A 9.9 is a freaking bonus, and a 10 would be a crazy bonus. Here we have a 9.8, Death of Elektra. I am pretty sure I showed these on the last show. I don't know why the hell I'm showing them again, but got a 9.4, a Wolverine number 8, and then finally, I think a 7.0 of Star Wars. I am pretty sure these ones were shown. I do apologize if that is the case, but it's nice to look at books nonetheless. Oh, where am I going here? Eric says, for example, it would be interesting to get a professional opinion on something like that. Yeah, I'd love. If they want to send me a sample, I would do it. I would review it. Sure. The huge problem with slabs that open up to remove the book is that the sneaky person would swap out a lower grade and try to sell the book. Opens up a can of bad worms. Well, yeah, I mean, the ones he's talking about, I don't think he's talking about using them to grade books, although there are companies I know that do. There's one here in Oshawa that does. They have their own slab, and they put their own grades on there. Not a conflict of interest, is it? But yeah, that's not something you want to do. That's why CGC, being a third-party company, or CBCS, or even PGX for that matter, can provide you a third-party grade, a third opinion, another opinion on what the value and the grade of the book is. What are not real? Eric, for example, I get a 9.8, I could take it out and stuff it into a 9.2 copy. Yeah. I had a raw. Yeah, that's unscrupulous people will do that. Listen, people do that with CGC books all the time. And that's why CGC is so picky about how they're sealing their books. They don't want people to be, opening the books up, slipping out the inner sleeve and putting another book in. And with the other slabs that they've had in the past, you can do that. So you got to be really careful. And when you're buying older slab books, here's an example right here. Actually, I bought this at a toy show not too long ago. I picked up this copy of Wolverine number 3. I got a great deal on it. I'm going to crack it out. I think it's a 9.8 all day long. I'm going to press it and send it in to be regraded. It's a 9.4. But this slab is notorious. You can open this up quite easily and get into it. You know what I mean? So, yeah. The new ones, not so much. You got to kind of pry it open. When you open the new CGC slabs, they crack and they're destroyed. Nick Parker, no. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so but again, slabbing to display your own comic book collection, why not? Why can't you just use your own concoction? Why can't you find a product you like and display your books? I mean, the only caveat with that is one day you're probably going to want to sell your books. And if things stay the way they are, if there are collectors out there still looking for books, having your books graded is going to make it a lot easier to get what the books are worth. If I go look at a raw collection, I'm going to ascertain what the grades are, what the condition of these books are, and I'm going to determine a price based on that. If I go look at a slab collection, those books are all slab. They've got a number assigned to each book, so it's very easy for me to go and cross-reference that number with what they're selling for, and then I can go with a more accurate price. And so can the seller, right? And oftentimes people that are selling their books, especially if it's loved ones of people that, who are no longer with us, and then they leave their collections to whoever, they're at a loss. They don't know what the books are worth. And so having them graded will help. But that being said, you don't want to grade every single book because some books aren't worth getting graded. But we've had that conversation before. Let's not get into that again. There is Snarf. Snarf, that's right. I remember Snarf. Buy the grade. Yeah, well, 9.8 is very expensive, Jeff. You might want to buy a 9.8, but 9.8s aren't cheap. Just go on eBay and have a look. And just type in, I don't know, type in something like Amazing Spider-Man. No, type in X-Men 277, the first appearance of Gambit. 266, the first appearance of Gambit. It's a good example. Lots of them out there. See what a 9.8 sells for. See what a 9.9, if there's any out there, would sell for. And then see what a 9.6, 9.4, 9.0, 8.5 sells for. Like an 8.5 is probably $50, whereas a 9.8 is like probably $2,000 or $1,500, right? It's a big jump. So 9.8s, you want them, but they're not always, easy to get because they're expensive. Yo. Hey, Wayne, how's it going? How's Pickering doing? Jeff says, why don't these slabs incorporate some sort of sealing process whereby you break the seal, you can't reuse the slab? Surprised I haven't thought of that. Well, no, these slabs, you try to open the slab up, it cracks. It's finished. It breaks anyways. All right, let's keep going. I've got come on. Move this over here. All right, guys, if you recognize any of these books as being yours, please be patient. Charlie will get to these probably tomorrow. And I can tell you right now, this Saturday, I'm booked solid. So if any of these books are yours, you're probably not getting them this Saturday. Also, the following Saturday, July the 1st, is Canada Day. I'm closing down for Canada Day. So next Canada Day weekend, I'm not going to be at the shop, but I will be back the following Saturday. So you can always make arrangements for that. Okay, here we have a really big box full of goodies. Let's see if Carlo's book's in here. I don't see it. I don't see it anywhere. It could be the other box. We got a mixture of magazines and comic books. Sit back, relax, my friends. Here we go. Oh, one of my favorite books, you guys. I've said this before many times. Demon #1, 4.5. Awesome colors on this one. White pager too. Jack Kirby special right there. Oh, so this is like a vintage order here. We've got a Hawkman. Oh, this one not chipped, broken. Look at that. Brave and the Bold 36. Number 36 and a 3.0 with a chip slab. Going to be sending that one back. Lucky me. I should actually highlight that right now. Let me highlight that for my daughter. And that's Brave and the Bold 36. Go on. Okay, just makes life easier later. So far I got to send about sending 3 or 4 books back out of 100 books, that doesn't bother me. It's when I got to send 25 books back. That's the problem. Let's keep going here. We have, and let's aim for no more cracked slabs, please. Yeah, it looks all right. We've got a Tales of Suspense 94, first appearance of MODOK, and a 3.5. These are actually economies. These are not vintage yet. These are still going under the economy tier. We've got a Silver Surfer #3, first appearance of Mephisto, in a 6.0. We've got an Amazing Spider-Man. Oh, these are reholders, I think. Yeah, these are reholders. This is for Pierre. This is Pierre's ASM 361. Let's see, is it? Pretty sure it is. Yeah, in a 9.6. And that's a newsstand copy. Oh, I heard something. Is that a chip? Yeah, another chip. Gee whiz, man. I hate seeing this. Captain America 107 and an 8.5. I hope these magazines aren't chipped. They're a pain in the ass to ship back. We've got a Fantastic Four, number 45. First Inhumans in a 4.5. Right there. Okay, I'm going to pack these babies up, go back on over to the chat. While I do so, and while I do that, hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. If you are new here, guys, you know I always like to hear, where are you from? Where are you watching us from today? If you're new here, come on, say hello, and tell us what city or state or province or whatever you're in. I'd love to know exactly where. Okay, and again, we are now on box number 2 of 4. Let's see here. Okay, so I got to pack these up. Well, if it is, Jamie, congratulations. That's awesome. Very, very awesome. Love those old Demon issues, Lord Thoth. So do I. Nicholas Parker says, would that Brave and the Bold be a shipping crack? Yeah, 100%. You can tell. Big chunk is missing. So yeah, it's been bounced around funny, and so yeah, it cracked. So again, when it's shipping related like that, I can't really fault CGC. It's not their fault. Shit happens, right? But I wish you guys could see. I wish I had my phone. I would show you the box I just got back. It's totally obliterated. It's totally obliterated. And only one magazine was affected. And of course, it was Leo's magazine. He's been waiting since like, I think September for this thing. Ridiculous. There's the other one here. First appearance of the Shade, is it? Yeah, a Shadow, the Shadow. And that's got to go here. And then Demon is okay. Hello, SO. How's it going? Yes, I know. I'm very happy. It's finally back as well, too. Jamie says, yes, those are mine. You showed them last time, but oh, good. Oh, it's weird. I'm sorry I did that. Sorry I showed that small box up. I don't know why I thought I hadn't showed that yet. Yeah, okay. That's weird. James is very happy with those 9/8 big grades, considering they didn't look that good before. Well, they do now. Lord Thoughts is coming to us from Ottawa, Ontario, Canada, our nation's capital. Pat Sherwood's in from Scarborough, Ontario. As you all know, I am coming to you from the great Oshawa, Ontario. All right, let's keep going here. We got a first appearance of the Vision, and that comes to us in a 3.5. I'll shift it over for you guys to see. We have a Batman 237 in a 4.0. Come on. There we go. We have an Iron Man number 97, first appearance of Whiplash in a 7.5 white pager. This book oftentimes is really quite tan, so that's not a bad copy. We have a Detective Comics number 373 in an 8.5. Great copy and a great grade, and from a book from 1968. We also have a Strange Tales. Strange Tales number 126. First appearance of I never can say his name right. Dormammu. And last but not least, in those economy orders, we've got a first appearance of Darkseid in Superman's pal Jimmy Olsen, 134. Not bad. Okay, so we had a couple that have to go back due to damage and shipping. Yeah, it is what it is, right? You gotta do what you gotta do. Let me try to fix that. Just gonna move this keyboard over so I have more room here to operate. There we go. Calculator over as well. Okay. Okay, let's see what you guys are all getting to know each other, I guess. Nick says, how does reslabbing work with shipping damage? Does CGC reslab it at no charge? Yeah, they do. So if I have a book that's been damaged due to shipping problems, they'll fix it. And I've said this before, they don't have to do that, but they do that, right? They understand, they want the books to arrive at people's doorsteps in good shape. So whether they cause the problem themselves and they don't catch it during quality control, or if the slab is damaged when it's being shipped, they will do a complimentary reslabbing service. But yeah, it ends up becoming quite a bit of work for me or whoever's submitting the books. And again, this is why a lot of companies are not submitting anymore. It becomes really quite monotonous. I was at my shop on Saturday, and someone was asking if I do CGC. They came in off the street, and they said I was recommended by a local comic store. And when they told me which comic store it was, I started giggling because that comic store used to submit tons and tons and tons of books to CGC. And I think they do it for themselves, but they don't do it for customers anymore. So yeah, it is what it is. Okay, let's keep going here. Now we have some magazines. These are Matt's magazines. I don't know the grades for any of these, and I'm praying there are no cracks or problems or damage. We have a first Joe Namath cover in Sports Illustrated. I don't know. Look, I don't know the numbers of these guys. I'm not even going to try, but I'll just say Sports Illustrated 8.0 Joe Namath. How about that? There. And I have one more of these, right? Oh, I see. Okay. And that goes there. All right. And then we have Sports Illustrated with oh, sorry guys. Here's the image. Boom. There you go. That's Joe Namath there. Then we got a first Larry Bird cover as well. And so yeah, guys, this book's really nice. This is what you're getting now. The first appearances of famous sports figures in Sports Illustrated, right? So we got Larry Bird. We have first Barry Bonds cover in a 9.4, and these slabs all seem to be okay so far. We have a 9.2 copy of the first, 1980 Winter Olympics U.S. hockey team from 1980 in a 9.2. These are a lot bigger, and they don't fit quite as nicely as the comics do. All right, I'm going to stop there. I'm going to rebag these because they're really big. You guys are talking about where you all live. Yeah, camera switch. Oh yeah, I did it. Thank you. So yeah, guys, it's starting to happen. Like I said, the magazines, I'm not saying I'm getting as many magazines as comics, but I'm getting a lot of inquiries now for magazines. And I have a couple of clients that are submitting books very, very regularly. So these are really sought after collectibles now. Some collectors, sports collectors, are veering away from the cards and getting into the magazines, which is crazy. And we're also seeing again, video cassettes and all sorts of other collectibles that are starting to become sought after. Here we also have a first Julius Erving cover from 1974. Right? Check this out. Again, I am not a sporto at all. I don't know what the hell I'm looking at here, really. But I just do the work for people. All right, we have a look at this sucker. 9.0 from 1969. First Hank Aaron cover. Like, I recognize all these names, but I don't know much about their statistics, or I knew they were popular. We have a 7.5 copy of the first John Elway cover. I'm sure if you guys are into your sports, you know exactly who or what all this is. Yeah. We have a 9.0 copy, I'll go like this, of the first Tom Brady cover. At a 9.0. White pager. Oh, this is the cool one. You like this, guys. We've got a Steve McQueen cover in a 9.4. I pressed this one many, many times. Many, many times. 9.4 is nice. The highest grade in this batch is a 9.6 copy from 1966. Joe Namath. Right there. All right. So if you're a sporto to go along with your comic collecting, this is the new big thing. The new big thing. All right. Oh, is that right? The Brave and the Bold is yours. So Jamie, these older ones are yours also? And if they are, they have to go back, unfortunately, some of them. Oh, no, sorry, that's the wrong box. Wrong box. I have got yet another box to share with you guys. It's a mixture of comics and only 2 or 3 magazines in that one. Oh, no, sorry, I'm lying. There are some superhero magazines in there as well. Turtle books, obviously. Just putting these away, guys, and we'll get right to the next batch. All right, so that box is finito. All right, let's see here. That's out of the way. Now this box, man, I'm going to send pictures of this box. I'm going to show this on the next show. I just don't have my camera. My phone died. Hi, Kev from Jeff. Thanks. All right, here we go. Again, there's lots of orders in this one as well. We've got quite a few orders to make up this one. Only one I went through these ones because The box was, like I said, totally shit canned. Here we have a 9.8 copy of Tiger Woods cover. This one here, of course, 9.8, nice copy, is the only book that got damaged. So this one has to go back. You'll notice down here, sorry, there is some damage, some cracking. I don't know if you can see it or not, but trust me, there is a big crack right here. I can feel it with my finger. So this book has to go back. I'll do all the magazines first. We got an 8.5 copy of TMNT number 2, second printing. And we have, and this is the other one that came with that order, a 7.0 copy, Bobby Orr cover 7.0. We have a really cool, there's a reholder actually, Andy Serkis signed Empire magazine in a 9.4. It's Dave's book. It's a reslab. It's a heavy slab. Holy cow. That's a reslab. We got some more TMNT books here. We have a TMNT number 1, third printing, and a 7.0. These magazines are too big. Sorry, guys. Okay, I'm gonna pack these away. They're too darn big. I can only do 2 or 3. Wonder if O.J. Simpson, Sports Illustrated. I probably think it would be, actually. TMNT, better than SI. Hey, buddy, I agree with you on that one. Like I said, I don't get a kick out of doing the Sports Illustrated stuff because I'm not a sporto. I'm a nerd. I'm a geek. Sorry. Do I appreciate it? Damn straight. You know, when you look at a magazine like this, first appearances of, some of these older books from the 50s and 60s and 70s, I get a kick out of them, but I just don't get excited like I do when I work with comic books. And you got to remember, magazines are a real pain in the ass to work on. They're not easy to work on. They're a whole different approach. Every comic is different too. Every magazine is different, but magazines are bigger. They're more cumbersome. They're heavier. The paper quality is very different. Oftentimes they have inserts and cards you have to be aware of or search for to make sure that they're not in the magazine when you press them, because you can cause more problems you'll have to fix. So magazines are a real pain. So I've started to relinquish that duty to Charlo. If you're watching this or not, how nice is that? Whenever I get those really dirty Canadian variant, Fantastic Four annuals or Journey to Mystery annuals, Charlo. Although Nipur started to do those too, but these magazines, I'm starting to relinquish them over to Charlie. He's doing a great job on them too. So that's starting to happen. All right, so we got a Raphael, number 1 and an 8.5. And this Warrior magazine, I think, belongs to Angelo. He's been waiting for this. He's been waiting for since last April. And it's been sitting ready for the last month, and they finally shipped it in a box that was falling apart. Oh my gosh, I'm not in there. Hold on, guys. I'll go back. There, that's the one right there. That's Angelo's book at a 9.2. And then we had the Raphael book at an 8.5. What else we got here? We got a 9.6 copy of Turtles 3. I think these are Vince's books. And then a 9.6 copy of number 4 as well. There you go. So some turtle books there. Gotta love the turtle books. Now we got a whole slew of comic books, and I wonder if that Black Panther is in there, because been waiting for a Black Panther. I don't think it is. Son of a gun, it's not. Holy cow. Ridiculous. Okay, well, actually, I'm going to pack these away first. Carlo's been waiting for a Black Panther 3 I cracked and worked on. And it's done. It's been sitting there finished for the last freaking couple of weeks, and it's still sitting there. Obviously, it's not. They haven't shipped it yet. It's like, come on. But books are starting to flow back again, so we're going to be seeing more and more unboxings as the weeks progress. So that's a good thing. All right, let's keep going here. We got a Wolverine number 2 and a 9.8. We got a Saga number 1, which was a clean and press, and a 9.8. We have a Legend of Oz, The Wicked West, Volume 2, number 1, and a 9.8. DC Comics 880 and a 9.8. We've got an ASM 79 and a 4.5. We've got a Journey to Mystery 107, first appearance of the Grey Gargoyle, and an 8.5. This is the 4th box, guys, the last box. I'll do one more and I'll pack these up. We've got a Journey to Mystery 114, first appearance of the Absorbing Man, and a 6.0. Nice cover with that one. Let's go back to the chat while I pack these guys up. Nick loves those TMNT Classic covers. Lots of fans of dark memorabilia. Darn right there are. Good friend of mine here in Oshawa was really into the paintings that belonged to John Wayne Gacy. He had a number of paintings done by John Wayne Gacy while he was the serial killer, while he was in jail. Pretty eerie stuff to behold, that's for sure. Frank is here. How you doing, Frank? Good to see you. Dave Mason's here as well. How are you? I think David thinks he may have seen some of his books here. That's cool. All right. Got a few more to go, guys. We have a Journey into Mystery number 96 and a 6.0. We got a the first appearance of the High Evolutionary and a 7.0. It's Thor 134. First Wrecker, I believe. Yeah. And 148 and 8.0. That's a nice copy right there. We have also the Thor number 183 and a 5.0. We have a Thor classic cover. Was this the issue where Journey to Mystery stops being, and Thor, the number, I think Journey to Mystery 125 was the last issue, and then Thor 126 takes over. Classic cover with Thor versus Hercules in a 7.0. And then we have a Thor 129, first appearance of Ares. And let's end this box with a 9.8, and we will. We got a first White Vision right here in a 9.8. Nice. All right, guys, there you go. Let's see any more questions you have or comments. Hail. Frank Nasrassi, how are my books doing? Almost close with my first order. Yes. They are, I think they're ready to go, actually. Now it's a matter of me having a moment to ship them out. You and about 6 other orders. So they're going to be going pretty soon, Frank. Yeah, but they are all done. I'm just finalizing it tomorrow. I'm going to try to do one huge shipment probably on Monday. No, that's not going to work. Probably Tuesday. Because Sunday I'm at the show, so I won't have time to do the packing. But then I'll try to do the packing on Monday night and send them off on Tuesday. All right, that's my plan. It'll be a big shipment too. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, listen, if you haven't done so already, like I said, please hit that like button, subscribe button, all that jazz. It does help me out here on the channel. Also, if you're able to come by, drop by the Toronto Comic Book Show this Sunday between 10 and 1. Come by and say hi to me. I'd love to say hi to you. Whether you have books to drop off or not, I don't care. Come by and say hi. Nice to meet everybody. And just come by and check out the show. It's a really, really good show. It's a fun show to attend. You know, people are always saying, oh, the prices are too expensive. Listen, prices are expensive everywhere, for everything. If you have a book, and people are always beating the dealers up. Oh, the dealer's prices are too expensive. Well, if the dealer's prices are too expensive, move on to the next dealer. That's what I always say. And listen, let's be straight here. We are going to ask for our books, whether you sell your books, I sell my books, or a dealer sells his books. They're always going to try to get as much for their books as they can, right? So, and why shouldn't they? You know, and if someone's prices are way off out in left field, then you just move on to the next dealer. There's no point, you know, trying to even negotiate if the prices are so in outer space. But there's nothing wrong with haggling. There's nothing wrong with making offers. The worst someone can say is no. So go and have fun and check it out, because it is honestly a pure comic book show. You're not going to go there. You're not going to find, you know, Funko Pops. You're not going to find toys. You're not going to find baseball cards or hockey cards. You're going to find comic books. So if that's what you want, head out to the Toronto Comic Book Show on Sunday. Like I said, get there early if you want to pick up some free eBay swag, because eBay is sponsoring the show. And like I said, I am going to be there taking submissions from 10 till 1. If you are thinking of submitting books to me, might I recommend going over to my website, comicdoctor.com, and filling out a form ahead of time. By doing so, you put your name in queue ahead of everybody else. So, for example, if you go and fill out a form today is the 20th? I think it's the 20th or the 19th today. Well, that's your date. If you want me to fill out a form for you on Sunday, I'll do that. But your date of the books coming in, being received, is the 25th. So go ahead, get on over there and to my website, comicdoctor.com, and fill out your forms ahead of time. And of course, please do print out a copy of the form and bring it with you with your comics on Sunday. It'll actually get you through my line a little faster too, so you can enjoy more time perusing the comics that are for sale at the show. All right, guys. Oh, John, thank you so much for the $2.20 tip. Certainly appreciate that, John. Appreciate that. I know you're going to the show on Sunday. You already told me that. So I look forward to seeing you there. I look forward to seeing a lot of you there. And so until next time, have a great rest of your week. I probably won't get back on here this week. You never know. Probably won't, though. You'll probably see me back here again at some point next week. So until then, take care. Have a fantastic rest of your week. And have a very, very good night. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.